Otherworldlyculture.com.
Otherworldlyculture.com presents Now Streaming.
Now streaming, Suzy says hooray. Suzy, all the way. Now streaming every single day. Suzy, come and play.
Good evening, happy belated New Year, and thank you for joining the glitter-filled train wreck that we like to call Now Streaming. If you want to grace us with your presence, please join our live chat by clicking on the live show's link on otherworldlycultures.com website. At least that's what we used to say to join. I don't know if it's wrong. The voice of the great and powerful will interject and tell us what's up now. Now Streaming is one of the 4 rotating shows on Dead on Thursdays. Alternating weeks, you will see Dead on Bases, the horror sports mashup. It's kind of okay. Horror Realm Radio, the official podcast of Pittsburgh's Horror Realm Convention. Dead on Movie Reviews, horror movie reviews filled with lively debate. And Now Streaming, the only one that's hosted by yours truly, Suzy Snowflake, the Ice Princess, where I preside over a panel discussion on whatever movie I feel like babbling about for the evening, as long as it can be found on a free ad-supported streaming service. Or, wait, is that right? I don't know. And as long as Tim, the great and powerful wizard of producing, doesn't say no. Tiaras and cosplay are not required, but are always totally encouraged. The sparklier, the better. And because most men have a fear of commitment, it's not just the shows that rotate. My court of critics does as well. Tonight's loyal-ish subjects include the knight in shining hockey masks, Tim Godak, fellow convention enthusiast and owner of Darkside Collectibles, a new sci-fi and horror specialty shop located in Plumboro, where, unlike other hockey mask maniacs, Timmy has been nobly protecting daughters from wooded evenings at Hoodlums and Mad Dog 2020 for over 35 years. Yay!
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Anything. Next, we have Jazzy Jeffy Miller, fellow bourbon enthusiast, sports guru, newbie to the world of horror. You can find him as the almighty ump on Dead on Bases. Coming soon, he shall be my partner in crime, but the great and powerful won't let us talk about it yet. Yay, Jeffy!
Good to see y'all. Happy New Year.
And then killing it in kilts, Michael E. Cieslak, a guy who I won't give enough justice to because I'm sure he has way too many accolades for me to remember. Lifetime reader and writer of mystery, horror, speculative fiction, editor of Eerie Tales Anthology, editor-in-chief of Dragon's Roost Press. Yay, National Dragon Day. Writings have been in way too many collections to comprehend. Yay!
Hello.
And, of course, we cannot forget the great and the powerful, the wizard that we will not see tonight, but we will hear, Tim Critchman. So great and so powerful that I must now say the following. Tim is the brightest light in the sea of stars in the solar system. As the webmaster for Otherworldly Cultures, he has the extreme responsibility of maintaining the world's greatest something, blah, blah, blah. He's the host of Dead on Bases, where he consistently tries to steal the spotlight from my Jeffy. Something about stumbling from the murky, moss-filled cemeteries of Muskego. He is the most dapper, the finest fella, and most marvelous mentor a little princess could ever have. Ladies, there is no need to wish upon with a fairy godmother when you have a producer such as him. And now I need to have a drink after having to say that.
You're welcome for my presents.
Ooh, we're getting presents?
Yeah, yes, it's National Dragon Day.
Find me an intro longer than yours, Mike.
He's paying me to say all that, just so you know.
I figured.
I bet he is.
Okay, on to tonight's movie. Anyone want to start, or should I go on?
I can start.
Go ahead. Wait!
What?
How long is this movie, Jeffy?
I don't even know, to tell you the truth, because it's an hour and 23 minutes long. But here's the thing. I got to preface this with what happened when I went to watch this movie.
Wait, zip it. Before you do, let me just tell our audience tonight's movie released on 7/11/2024, Last County, 1 hour, 23 minutes, now streaming for free on Fandango, Amazon Freevee, or for $3.99 on YouTube, Google Play, and Apple TV. Take it away, Jeffy.
All right. So I had this movie to watch, right? But I didn't know I had to watch it. And then when I looked at what I had to watch, I quick typed
Wait,
it.
how did you not know you had to watch it?
Knew that was coming.
Because no one told me I was watching this. So then I found out like a week ago. So, but here's the thing. But here it is. So I type it in, right? I type it in my little search bar on my stick. And
Your stick.
the thing that came up was I thought I was watching this movie, but I wasn't. It turns out I was watching Old Country for Old Men or whatever that one is. I watched that whole movie, and I'm like, holy cow! And the guy is the guy that's Antonio Banderas, but spelt differently. I watched. I mean, his name is the same.
Javier Bardem.
It's spelled kind of
Oh,
close.
he is so gonna kill you with an air gun.
But
Oh, absolutely.
But here's the thing, though. I watched it. I'm like, wow. I was like drained, and then something made me look back, and I'm like, this isn't even the right movie. So then I had to go watch Last Country. so
That's gotta have hurt though. That's
But
His little explanation right now is why my entire 2025 is going to be through rose-colored glasses.
here's the thing.
I heard nothing.
Look at the
I'm
box
just
cover.
going to be
It
happy.
looks a lot like that Old Country for Old Men or whatever it is. It looks a lot like that.
Rose-colored glasses.
Anyways, so
the
I'm watching
question
this-
I have before we get too far in is I want to know, does everyone have their smoothies? Because if I learn nothing from this movie, it's that you got to have a
Right.
smoothie in the morning, and I don't want one with kale.
Right.
Now, let me ask you.
Everything's going wrong.
Watching that, and she was making such a big deal about the smoothies. Were you waiting for like her daughter to have a poisonous, like alcoholic smoothie or something?
Or just have her jam her hand in the smoothie thing. I thought it was maybe I was just watching too much horror lately, but yeah, that whole smoothie scene went by, nothing happened, and I was like, okay, let me settle in for this one.
Yeah, I thought
That's
she was
some
going
of
to poison the husband or something because it was weird.
I just
But I-
assumed that hers had alcohol in it, and she was going to end up giving it to the daughter instead.
No,
That would have been cool. That's my kind of breakfast, by the way.
I guess we should recap real quick for our audience of what, 2 maybe.
it's an hour. Suzy, it's an hour and 23 minutes long, though, just so you know.
And it is about an alcoholic mom whose hubby has had enough of her crap. So he bails on her. She goes away for the weekend, finds herself an ally and a drug criminal whose buddy's wounded, and they invade her weekend getaway house. And then together they defend the home against the corrupt local popo. Did I miss anything?
No, that's basically
That's
it.
that. You got it.
In a nutshell.
It was just, I don't know. It was tough to watch. I mean, honestly, I thought it's something I could write. It wasn't that good. It was just,
Jeff,
But it wasn't
I've watched
bad.
you right.
no, I mean,
All
I'm
right.
just saying it was just like there were so many holes in it. It was like a big
Zip it,
block.
zip it, zip it, zip.
Oh, there it is.
Shh, hush,
You are on hush.
What does that mean?
You're on hush.
hush. Timmy,
Ah.
you can speak. What did you think of it?
Well, look, I had to agree. When I first started watching the movie, I wasn't quite sure what I was watching. Am I watching an action movie? Am I watching a horror movie? Am I watching a comedy? The directing was a little bit off. The acting was a little bit off. And I thought to myself, this is going to be a tough one. But to be honest with you, by the
But-
time I got to the
That's
end,
what you said. You just said, but.
but to be honest with you, by the time I got to the end, I found myself being actually quite entertained, and it was just a whole lot of wild stuff. I was like, this is like Reservoir Dogs. Everyone's dying, you know. It was just not what I expected. So I found myself to be rather entertained. I'm glad that I watched it on a free streaming service. I don't know that I want to go to the theater to see it, but it was the perfect movie to have on in the background while I was at the store, you know, kind of just doing my thing. So I got to admit, with all the flaws that it did have, I ended up enjoying it in the end. But it definitely had a lot of holes. There were a lot of things that I didn't get. But
Michael,
it was enjoyable.
now it's your
It was
turn.
enjoyable. I'll stop.
There were some things that grabbed me right away, like the fact that this took place in Copper Harbor, which I watched this with my wife. We've both been there. I am assuming that's why they called it the last county, because you never really did get an explanation of why that title had anything to do with anything. But that is the northernmost county in Michigan, is right on the Kiowa Peninsula. And if you go any further north, you're in Lake Superior, and you're on a ferry to Isle Royale, which is why we stayed in Copper Harbor, which has nothing to do with anything. But it was just a nice little, hey, that's set in some place that we've actually been, although it looks absolutely nothing like Copper Harbor. But there you go. I am in complete agreement with Tim, and that this is a perfect movie to have on in the background while you were doing something else.
Yeah.
Like, if you're folding laundry or doing something like that, it's a perfectly serviceable movie, but it's definitely not one that you need to sit there and just like make sure you catch all the nuances of it. It was okay as a kind of action movie. It did have some definite flaws with the acting and the directing.
Y'all are so negative. Everyone wants to talk about the flaws. Can we just enjoy a movie?
The next thing I was going to say were there were some things that I really, really liked. Chief among them is the chief of police.
Yes.
He was absolutely hysterical. I loved his character so much. It was like they had plucked something out of like a classic 80s, like Smokey and the Bandit type movie and thrown him in here just for the sheer hell of it. Like when I don't think this is giving anything away plot point wise, but there's one scene where like people are getting shot in the background and he's talking to his wife on the phone like, hey honey, I'm at work. I got to let you go right now. I had tears streaming down my face. I was laughing so hard.
I did.
Police were hilarious.
He's been in like over 200 movies.
Really?
Oh.
I think it's like 176 movies, but he's like 200 and some credits. So he's actually been in a bunch of stuff. So.
Wow.
The redhead cop laying on the ground in front of the car, he was hilarious.
I think I might need an ambulance.
There were two very important things I do want to say. One is when the Great and the Powerful was watching this, he was messaging me. At first, the beginning, negative things. He was like, I don't know if this is the right movie for your show. You need to think about movies to watch, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I have to say, I disagree with him because for exactly what we all just said, I think this is like the best movie to watch for this show because it is perfect for streaming, like we all said. Now, I admit there may be plot holes, like you guys said, but I missed them. I did not notice any plot holes because I was busy scrolling on my phone the whole time.
Wow.
But
Engaged.
listen, I didn't notice the plot holes, but I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It was the perfect. Would I want to go see this movie at the theater? No. But I absolutely loved sitting at home under my blankie with all of my little kitties, which I don't even know where they are, and I want one to be on the screen, but that's besides the point. I loved hiding under the blanket, watching this with some popcorn, some bourbon. It's the epitome of a good streaming movie. It was free, it was actiony, it had real actors in it. It was fun. It was enjoyable.
Real actors? What are fake actors?
Well, some of them were
We
kind
see
of
them all
fakish
the
actors.
time.
Like who?
I have my note is Timu, Michael Gross, and Family Ties.
I will say I tried really hard. Jeffy, I wanted to surprise you. I tried so hard to just pop in with a Pauly Shore connection, but then I got distracted with the black hole that is the internet, and then I never did find one.
No, that's probably good because I'm sure Tim knows of one. I'm sure he's got one.
I don't, but that sheriff guy, he was on a TV show called Diamonds in the 80s that I used to love. I had a little bit of a crush on his his co-star on that thing. But I have noticed this guy as kind of a character actor that kind of comes in and he's usually a shit. He's just a bad person in different ways, but he's always just a little pain in the neck. This particular part was perfect for him.
So let me ask a question, because you guys all watched this, and I did too, obviously, but I didn't understand part of it. So maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. So what happened? So the drug dealers the cops picked up the drug dealers right away in the beginning? Is that what it was?
That's the problem. I don't think anyone. I was wondering the same thing.
Thank you.
What happened at the beginning?
Who cares? Just enjoy the movie.
Well, you got to know what's going on.
No, you don't. That's the whole point of watching a free streaming movie. Sit
When
back.
he picked the badge up, I thought it was the killer who
Yes.
was assuming the identity of a cop. So I was looking for a fake cop the whole movie.
Yep, I was too. Yep.
Okay.
There never ended up being a fake cop. So that was actually hard to piece together. I was kind of,
And then the guy that was in jail, was that one of the guys that they arrested?
Wait, there was a guy in jail. I totally missed that.
They shot
You
him in the
really
head.
were on your phone. There were some other standout things that I wanted to mention too. Primarily among them is the fact that Grace was not in the movie, because that kid was instantly annoying the crap out of me, and then the fact that she was not there made me so happy. So I thought for sure it was going to be like mom protecting the kid from all this stuff that's going on, but no, kid was with dad, and I was like, yeah. Screw you, Grace. I hate kids in movies.
Well, first of all, the daughter was annoying, but the mom was kind of a shitty mom too. First of all, she was an
kind of?
She
Which
didn't
one
want
of the
to go.
12 steps is taking pills and booze?
Right.
She didn't have the right shoes for her kid. What was her kid doing? She was going. Was it a play? Was it hockey? I don't know. Whatever it was, she was supposed to take the kid to.
Oh my.
She didn't have the right shoes. That's just a sucky mom. And that. Wait, where was I going with that? I don't remember. But she was annoying. The daughter was annoying. The dad was the only one that was trying to keep like shit together. Like, okay, should he have met his wife up? Well, here's my thing. It annoyed me that he told her while she was driving, "We're not going to come see you this weekend." You don't have that conversation while she's on the road. That was stupid. But I guess.
But it is a man thing to do.
Okay,
You have to admit that. It's like, well, I'm not going to tell her something she doesn't want to hear until she's distracted, so we don't get in a fight.
I swear if my husband does that, I'm going to shank him. But that's besides the point.
Wow.
She'd do it.
Yes, I would. See, thank you. You know me. I would do it.
Yeah.
But I give the dad mad props for the fact of like, hey, get your shit together, get help. You're not going to see our kid if you don't. So he was a good dad. And then, like most movies, when a guy is actually a decent stand-up guy, he dies. Why is it that every time one of you dudes like tries to do the right thing in a movie, you die?
That was a sense.
Well, was he stand-up? The one guy kind of made him seem like he was giving up on her, which, made him kind of a lesser character, that he wasn't willing to help his wife get through her addiction. But you don't know.
Okay, well,
You were on your phone.
Can you tell me why? Can you guys tell me why the guy in the bed, like the whole bed was bloody, even up by his head? I thought he was shot in the stomach. I mean, that whole bed was blood, even up by his head.
He was
Well,
bleeding
it
a
soaks up.
lot.
Not up by his
A
head, he wasn't.
lot.
Not by his head, he wasn't.
It was pooling.
Okay.
can I
Because, of
back
course, they had to use a white blanket to cover him.
Yeah. And actually, the fact that bed was probably covered with dust, considering all the
Yes.
dust that flew up when she took the one sheet off, I'm like, ooh, that's an infection right there. He ain't going
Well,
to
just
And then,
into the infection, exactly.
and then why didn't she just leave? Like when he was up there, she should have just said, "Okay, I'll go down and get your bandages and just leave." Why didn't she
That's
just leave?
the
I said the
27-minute mark. That's when
Yep.
it should have been over.
Thank
She should
you.
have been
Yes.
out
Thank you,
the
Mike
door like someone in
Yep.
Scream.
Yep, could have walked out.
I did. Yeah, I did say the same thing. Why didn't she leave there?
Mhm.
But completely backtracking, I have to say, because we were talking about the sheriff, this is important to me. He also played the sheriff in the TV show Haven. I don't know if anyone else watched it, but that's one of my
Oh, yeah.
I loved that movie.
That was a very good show. Yeah.
What was that?
And he
I
was
thought
in
it was.
a Christmas movie.
I thought he was Brad Dourif when I first saw him. I said, he looks like Sheriff Brackett from Halloween. I had to look twice.
They made sure they all got their coffees, right? And he got all their iced coffees, and he was all full of it on his beard and his mustache. Like, damn.
The main character, though, the chick, does anyone even know her name? Because I did not. I don't know it. But I know that she's in the TV show From, that's on MGM, which is a very underrated show. So if no one's watched it yet, you should get the free 1 week thing to binge the show. It's worth it.
It's Colleen Ohm.
Okay, well, she's in the show
Or
From,
wait,
and
it's Abby Garner. Which one is it? Oh, it's the
I'm
top
not
one.
gonna tell you.
It's the top one. It's the one in bold. It's because the one underneath that says sheriff. So the bottom one is the character. So it's Colleen Ohm. Like Ohm.
I don't know. I just wanted to
Wait.
mention those TV shows. You should watch them.
We do have a theory on why she couldn't leave from the chat room.
Why?
Bearded Beauty says she couldn't leave. Her vodka and pills would have been left behind.
Yeah, she wasn't going far without them.
Well, tell the Bearded Beauty to hush.
I'm sorry,
He's
I
on
can't.
hush.
I already agreed with him.
And how do you guys feel about that vomit of spaghetti? Is it like bleh? Come on.
Wait, I missed that too, apparently.
How much of this
Yeah,
did you actually
good.
watch, Susie?
I watched everybody get shot. That was the main part.
This is explaining why you had such a much higher opinion
Yes.
of the film than the rest of us.
Yeah.
I did promise my wife that I would ask this question. What did you think of the music?
I liked it.
There's music.
Yeah.
I liked
She
it.
found it really intrusive and hated it almost as much as she disliked the main character. And the direct quote from my wife is, "I can't believe how stupid she is."
No, well, I was just wait. So from another woman's point of view, I didn't like the main character at all. I wanted her to die personally.
Yeah.
So from your wifey's point of view, why did she not like her?
Oh, well, she was agreeing with me that, and all of us, that there was no reason that she should have helped him in the first place. As soon as you barge into the house,
Yep.
out the back door, or here, I'll go get you some bandages
Yep.
from the store, bitches. Bye.
From the store. Yes, exactly, 100%.
Yeah, I didn't like her. I thought she was a bad mom. I have no respect for her.
Yeah, and now the kid's stuck with her.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, I
She's
didn't
gonna
even
go back
think
to the
about
house and get her
that.
pills and booze now, and then
I want a sequel where it's just CYS Social Services taking that child away.
I actually thought for a while she's going to end up with the drug guy. I did before he got.
I did
Yeah, they
too.
yeah,
Yes,
They
I
did kind of tease that. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
they were like giving each other the eye. I was like, oh, they might get together.
That
Which-
let me
that's
scoot
what-
your bleeding partner over so we can use the other part of the blade here.
Where the dust will come up.
But that brings me to a very important point of my takeaway from the movie, which was it was enjoyable, but I would have preferred it if one of the guys lived. Whether it was that one guy that was like a semi-decent cop, the one that pulled her over in the beginning, but apparently I missed when he died. I thought he lived, but he didn't. Or the druggy criminal, or the dad. But pick one of them. Like, why did every single guy in the movie have to die?
Got all reservoir dogs.
Because and I think you mentioned this earlier, it had a definite Tarantino kind of vibe. We're like, yep, we're gonna reservoir dogs this at the end where everyone's gonna die.
Mhm.
But she didn't die. That would have made a good
And
movie.
she should have died. But honestly, that's probably why social services doesn't need to pick her up, because I'm sure she has cirrhosis of the liver and probably kidney failure and a bunch of other things, because you can't
Did she
have
get shot at all?
that vodka and Vicodin
Yeah, she
smoothie
did.
that she
Got
was
shot
having
in
in
the
the
shoulder.
morning.
See, so she might be bleeding out slowly anyhow.
Well, then
Well,
who's
all the
No,
booze in
wait
her
a minute.
system, her blood's already thin.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Movie law is if you get shot in the shoulder, you live. Getting shot in the shoulder
Flesh
is
wound.
nothing more than a flesh wound, no matter
Mere
what.
flesh wound.
Right.
Overall, I liked it. It was entertaining when you're sitting at home with your little kitties under a blanket.
If you
I
watch,
give it a-
if you watch the whole movie.
It was free on a streaming app. when it's those kind of movies, you don't have to watch the whole thing. That is the point of this show and the point of the movie. It did its job. I was fulfilled. I was not left wanting more.
I disagree.
Which, oh man, you should know what a woman feels.
I'm just gonna put random unicorns in front of my camera so Suzy will feel better.
I like one.
I had one.
And I disagree, Suzy. I think if you're sitting down to watch a movie, I'm there.
Hush.
I'm committed. I'm
Hush.
house committed.
Hush, 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 hush. Nah.
You are.
I even had my
hush.
mother watch the movie.
Oh,
I asked my mother to watch it, and she actually kind of agreed with everyone. She was enjoyed. She enjoyed it. She was thrown off at first, but she said she enjoyed it by the end.
Okay, wait. That's a very good point. So your mom gives it a happy face. I give it a happy face. All right, so
Well,
Jeffy, you're allowed.
Wait
what?
a minute. We have to go into the grading. Did you forget we have a whole
I wouldn't
little
say it was
thing
grading.
that happens
It was
here.
okay. I mean, it wasn't degrading at all.
That's all the choices that we have? There's got to be other ones.
It's like, love,
There's
haha,
three of pouty
wow,
face.
sad, or angry.
Wait. You're not allowed to give a sad face. I don't like to be sad. That's the point of the rose-colored glasses. You could have a pouty face, but the great and the powerful won't let me have a pouty face. So,
Okay.
no.
What
No
about a
sad
confused
face.
one? Do
Suzy,
you have a confused
what-
one?
Suzy, what was your score?
It was a happy face.
Okay.
And Tim's
That's the
mom gives it
laughing
a happy
one?
face.
Is that the wait? Is that the laughing one or the thumbs up?
It's a happy face.
Get it right, man.
Wait, do we not have a happy face?
That's the one you have right there.
Well, we need to redo this. We need a happy face.
No, we're not redoing it. All right.
Yes. Next season. Next season.
Next
Even
week.
though, let's be honest, the great and the powerful. Oh, a heart. Do the heart. I thought the heart was a
You
happy
want the
face.
heart.
No.
You can't change no more.
She can
We
do
don't want
whatever
to-
she wants. What are you talking about?
No, because we didn't love it. We're happy with it. We need a happy face. We need a happy face and we need a pouty face.
We need a face like underneath the cover where I don't watch any of the movie while I'm scrolling on my phone.
Hush.
One of those.
And that's a happy face. You know why? It means you're tuning the world out. You have your rose-colored glasses,
There you go.
enjoying the movie.
Okay, who's going next? With Greg?
Timmy's mom is.
Me and my mom are going to give it the laughing face because we thought it was funny and entertaining. So we're going to go with the laughing emoji face.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, hey, quick trivia. Timmy, do you know the day of your graduation, your mom sat in front of me?
Really?
Yeah.
And she couldn't
That's
see
good.
a thing. She should have taken her
Do I-
hat off.
That's that's cool that you remember that.
The day, yeah.
Yeah, see? Very cool. Very cool. I did not know that bit of trivia. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mike Lee. Mr. Michael Lee.
I would use an emoji that the man behind the curtain is not providing us, which would be the pair of eyes with the perfectly horizontal face.
Wow.
It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a horrible movie. If I don't think about the fact that, like, I have friends that have screenplays that could be made into movies with the amount of money that this went into, I don't think about that. It's like I said in the beginning. It was a perfectly serviceable film. It's something that you have on in the background. In that case, it would be enjoyable. So probably I'd go with a thumbs up, I guess.
Oh, rude.
Well. Comes down to me, huh?
No, it doesn't come down to you. We have three laughing faces and thumbs
What?
up.
What?
I'm sorry. We're losing you. I can't hear you. Are you talking?
Testing.
Well, I guess if Deputy Lee Hargood would have lived, and he would have got like a pickaxe in the back of his head, I would have enjoyed it more. But I can't really give it an angry. I actually got to go with like Mike. I'm very like just straight across on that. Yep, I'll give it that. I can't give it an angry. I wasn't angry watching it. I wasn't pissed I was watching it. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay, so again, we have three laughy faces and two thumbs up. So Majority rules. It was a happy face because, well, laughy face. You don't have a happy face
What? Why don't you have a happy face?
because we have to redo this for next season.
Oh.
Wait, is this the last one of the season?
No,
there's
but-
more coming, but I'm not doing things in the middle of the season.
Why don't we
You
just
know
hold
that.
them up? You should just have physical ones and just hold up.
Wait, hold on. One moment, please.
There we go. See how you gotta think on the spot like that, Tim. Yeah, Tim. You're Tim A. It's Mike Ray.
Here,
Very
I'm doing
dramatic.
too.
Let's use. There we go. All right. See?
All right.
Did you just draw that?
You just
Did you just draw that or no? I don't think so. Did you?
I can't see it.
Oh, going all technology on us.
yeah,
I feel
that's-
really
That's all
bad
I got
about
right there.
my legal pad and a half-dead Sharpie that I used.
Here's
And
mine.
see, like a good woman, I was prepared. I had one stuffed in a drawer that I forgot about.
And like a writer, I have a half-used legal pad and a half-dead Sharpie.
There you go.
Hold on, I lost my notes. I don't know where to go from here. Okay, yay, we rated it. Now, this is the point where we... Oh, wait, great and powerful. Should I even ask you what you thought?
No.
Okay, moving on. This is where we now have the exciting part of the show where we rate the streaming app that we watched it on. So, Timmy, what did you watch it on?
I watched it on the free. There's a bunch of E's and there's a free and a bunch of E's. Yeah, I watched it on that one. I didn't have any problems with that. I watched it as a guest because it wanted me to sign on with my Amazon account and do all that crazy stuff, and I didn't feel like doing that at the time, so I watched it as a guest. But it wasn't bad. The quality was good. As far as ad placement went, it's for me anyhow. I only had 2 breaks. And they stopped at actually pretty convenient times where I actually thought they were appropriate. It wasn't in the middle of anything important going on or it didn't break up anything too much. There was a third one, but it was at the very end, so I didn't have to watch it. So I actually, the streaming service seemed pretty good for me. I enjoyed it, you know. So
How would you rate the app, the streaming app?
yeah, I definitely would give it a thumbs up. Yeah,
Okay, I like it.
yeah. You know, like the, I mean, it served its purpose.
Noted. Michael Lee.
I watched it on Prime and had absolutely no issues with it at all. It played just fine. Didn't have
So
to worry
Prime-
about ads. It was very nice.
I was gonna say, so Prime. Do we consider Prime to be a free one though, or do we have to pay for Prime to watch the movies on Prime?
I didn't realize we had to watch it on one of the ones with commercials. I just picked the one that was at the top of the list when I put it in.
Honestly,
Okay.
honestly, if you go on Freevee, oops, sorry. If you go on Freevee, but you have a Prime account, you end up going into Prime and they take all the commercials off.
In that
So,
case, that's what I did. Yeah, that thing. What he said.
Had Tim logged in with his Amazon account and had Prime, he wouldn't have gotten any commercials whatsoever because that's what happened to me. And I ended up with 3 15-second commercials at the beginning of the movie, and that was it.
Interesting. And Jeffy Jeff.
Yep, I watched it on the same server as Mike Lee and the All Powerful. I watched it on the Prime. I went to Freevee, but it got me there Freevee.
Yeah.
And again, I had the commercials in the very beginning. Maybe I could have used the commercials somewhere along it on this type of a movie, but to have the commercials in the very beginning is actually kind of nice. It's over with. My wife complained. She's like, "Let's just get this movie going." I said, "Well, you gotta wait, all right." But as far as quality and everything and what I thought of it, I'd give it a thumbs up.
Hold on a second. So Jeff, you're saying there's somebody more impatient than you? Is that what I'm?
When it comes to watching movies, yeah. Because if she has to wait too long, she falls asleep.
You two are made for each other. Yeah.
Yeah. But Tango enjoyed it.
Sadly, I have no idea what I watched it on. But I'm guessing.
Well, you were probably scrolling at the time. She hit the controller.
It was not her phone. We know she didn't watch it on her phone.
Hush. I think I watched it like you guys all did, because all I did was I said, Alexa, play, what is it, Last County, and it came up. And there you go.
And see, that's what you should have done, Jeff.
I know.
You wouldn't have been. But had you done that, you would have missed out on the glory that is No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I assume I did the same thing you guys did, because I had 2.5 minutes of commercials at the very beginning and then nothing else.
So I'm the only person who had to watch commercials. Thanks, guys.
No, you to me for
Oh, you were lucky.
actually listening to the assignment and following through and doing it the way you were supposed to. You were the only one out of all of us. Yay!
There'll be a
Hey, they
little
only
extra
had
something
2
in your
commercial
paycheck.
breaks. Yeah. Yeah, they only had 2 commercial breaks, and they were only 3 minutes long, so they went quick.
And you said they were
All right.
kind of positioned well, like.
Yeah, they were actually at the ends of scenes. They weren't in the middle of scenes. Yeah, so they weren't so troublesome like a few of the other streaming apps can do to you every now and
Yeah.
then. It's kind of like, why is it stopping right in the middle of this scene? You know?
Of the
And
dance
then it
number or
starts
the
a little
fight
bit
scene,
awkward.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love Tubi. Tubi is the best, like, go-to one, but they do that all the time. They cut to commercial at the worst possible times.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on with 18 minutes left of the show. Although, let's be honest, do we ever actually finish in an hour? No. Anyway, shameless time. Who wants to go first and plug themselves?
Wait, what was the question?
Well, okay. Let me call them off. Otherwise, we'll get them in the wrong order here, and then all hell will break loose. So we're gonna start with our next week here. Hold on. Next week we are gonna have Dead On movie reviews here on this station on Now Streaming. So if you're seeing this now,
Yay!
same spot, come back next week. And next we go to, I think it's going to be Mike. Yep, Mike.
All right.
Oh, hey, all right.
Wait, I have a question. So when we do the shameless plug part, there's an actual order to it. I need to know that for next time.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So, okay. That's going on the list.
Along with the smiley emoji.
If you are in the southeastern Michigan area, I will be at Confusion next weekend all weekend. All of my panels and readings and such are on Saturday. So if you actually want to see me talk, come on Saturday. Otherwise, I'll be hanging out in panels or at the bar. Weekend after that, I will be at the Oddities and Horror Expo in Monroe, and then a few weekends after that, some convention in Pittsburgh. I can't think of the name of it.
We'll be telling you more about that in a moment.
Whoop whoop!
Tim, tell us about Dark Side
Me?
Collectibles.
Yes, yeah. Dark Side Collectibles is a horror and sci-fi collectible store in Plumboro. We have a little bit of everything. We've got everything from your big box NECA and Trick or Treat Studios products to local artists from around the area. Just a big selection and a good time. We're always serving popcorn, so come on in sometime and get yourself some free popcorn while you're walking around and looking around. And absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this is the greatest store ever.
That's how we do it. Yes. We've been open for about 2 weeks so far, and things have been going great.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, Tim. We look forward to hearing more about when you
I
get
thank
your
you.
1 millionth customer.
Absolutely.
Speaking of 1 million customers, Horror Realm is coming
Oh,
in only 42 days, 21 hours, and they have been on a blitz of naming a lot of guests that are coming.
I honestly have lost track of
Yes.
everyone that's coming, which is
This-
awful.
This is the largest guest list they have had. Terrifier, they named another one from Terrifier. We had 3 wrestlers that were named in the last week or so. To get to know all of the guests, go out to their website at horrorrealmcon.com. horrorrealmcon.com. One of the things that's been recently announced is the photo op schedule, but also the event schedule. So all the panels now have times and dates.
Pause.
Go
Leave
ahead.
there. No, go back.
I can't. It just keeps cycling. Friday has quite a bit of activity, and Saturday has even more. It's going to be wall-to-wall events for everybody to enjoy. I suggest, again, get out to the website, print out those schedules, or save them onto your phone. A lot of great stuff is happening this year. There is a rumor that there will be an otherworldly culture type panel that
Yay!
will occur.
Ooh.
It's still being hammered out, but there is a rumor that that's going to occur. Okay, now there's Robert Ressler right there for you.
Yay!
She's so excited.
No,
And-
you don't understand. Yes, I love my scary movies, but he's in one of my favoriteest movies ever. It's better than Dirty Dancing, better than Footloose. Y'all need to watch it. It's not free to stream, or else I promise you I would have made everybody watch it by now. I have it on DVD, and it's not even open because I will not allow anyone to touch the movie. I love it so much, and he was in it, and he plays just the biggest bad boy, hot jerk, high school girls fall in love with him kind of guy. It's a great movie. It's called Shag. Everybody should watch it.
Shag with Bridget Fonda, I think was
Yeah.
that one. Yep, okay, I know that one.
Shag's one bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Thank you. Leave me
Talking
hanging
about
there.
Shag. Fantastic. I think it's going to be a great show. Very entertaining. Jeff, what are the 2 panels you're going to be hosting?
I'm hosting on Friday night both of them. I have the Evil Dead 2 reunion panel of the 2 people that were on there, 2 of the women that were on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to know their names, but
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
do. And then the other one is going to be a Thanksgiving, the movie Thanksgiving. I have the stunt guy from there, and then the mom or the main, the mom,
mother.
stepmom. Yep,
The stepmom, yes.
stepmom. I have them. Yep, on Friday. So come and see me Friday.
And I will have Return of the Living Dead, The Women of Horror, and I know there's one more.
The Terrifier.
Oh yeah, and then I have Terrifier. So I'll be doing those 3. So Jeff has told me that at his panels, if you would like him to autograph anything,
Yeah, that's true.
not just actual celebrities, but if you would like Jeff to just randomly sign articles of your clothing or your body, just come on up to him, and he will be happy to do so for a small fee.
Nah, it's free.
All right, that's all I got for Horror Realm.
Okay.
Wow. You didn't ask if I had anything to talk about. Rude.
You didn't ask me either.
What do you have?
Well, now, Jeffy, you go first. What do you have to promote besides Dead on Bases, blah, blah, blah?
That's exactly what I was going to talk about, Dead on the Bases. But yes, Dead on the Bases in 2 weeks, and that's where I continue my lead over Tim to take season 9. And with, yes, I am number 1. And with
Kick
that,
his ass, Jeffy! Kick his ass!
with that being said about season 9, I'm wearing the Braves jersey, number 9. Rest in peace, Bob Uecker. So yeah, Bob Uecker, sportscaster, and from Major League and from Mr. Belvedere. We know him here for announcing Brewer games. He was a Milwaukee Brave, a St. Louis Cardinal. So yeah, rest in peace, Bob Uecker.
And his batting average was exactly 200, not 201, not 199. Think of the confidence you have to have to do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lifetime batting average 200. Anyways, but that's what I have. Go ahead, Suzy.
Well, if you can't wait till Horror Realm to see me, personally, I will be at the Dead of Winter convention in Massachusetts the weekend before Horror Realm, February 22nd and 23rd. You will find me hanging out and doting on the cast from the original Toxic Avenger. They're having a reunion. I will be their It Girl. So come out to that one as well if you're in that area. Cindy Mannion, Jennifer Baptist, Mark Turgle, Gary Snyder, and Robert Pritchard and I will be there all weekend.
Cool. Is the
That's
guy
all
that,
I got.
Is the guy that played the toxic guy, is he one of those guys you named off?
Well, before he became the toxic guy, like the mop boy.
Toxic,
That's
wait,
Nick
is
Turgle.
this the toxic guy now?
Yeah, but the guy that like this and he's like toxic. Is that guy gonna be there?
No, actually, that's like this little thing, like this urban legend. No one can find him. The actual guy that played the Avenger, like the mutated guy, yeah, no one can really find him.
Wait, wasn't Britney Spears singing about this gentleman at one point?
Yeah, okay.
Moving on. Thank you guys both for stealing my sunshine of something fun. Like I said.
No, I was asking you the honest truth. I want to know if that guy's gonna be
No. Yeah. So, but Mark, he played Melvin, the mop boy. He'll be there. So
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
it's
about.
gonna be awesome.
You know me. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. I was just curious. That's
But
the only thing I know about it.
The movie itself, it turned 40. So yeah, this will be the second time in that they've been out as a reunion together. So it's since the movie was made. So yeah, pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yep, that's all I got. Oh wait, anyone else before I talk about rating us, following us, all that stuff? Anything great and powerful? What am I missing?
You got everything on my checklist.
Yay! I did something right for once.
We're all surprised.
Shut up. I mean, hush. I mean, yes, sir.
You had that like 3 seconds of happiness, and then he had to go and step on your flower.
Right? Well, no, but he is the great and powerful. He needs to lay that law down while we're on air, and then
Listen and learn there, Jeffy.
Hey, Suzy, when you and I have our show, he does not get called that at all.
we're not allowed to talk about our show.
Oh, well.
Do we have a show?
Shh. Jeff, you're on hush. Go ahead, Suzy.
When are we allowed to talk about our show?
We'll talk about that after we sign off.
Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. Please remember to rate us, like us, follow us, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Reach out to us, especially Jeffy, via email. Jeff, what are our emails?
It's your name and then at otherworldlyculture.com. Right?
All right. And then
And
that's
if you
it.
type in your name at otherworldlyculture.com, it goes to Jeff because he likes email.
My email was full before I got here tonight. I had to empty it out. So let's fill it up.
You know, maybe
It's full of something.
maybe the great and the powerful should like flash our email addresses
No kidding.
across the screen.
What do you do anyways here? Yes, we are number one.
Okay, everyone, until next time, don't let the haters dim your sparkle. Reach for the remote and keep streaming. That's all I got.
That's good.
Thanks.
It's supposed to be going. We'll try
Wait,
this
do the
again.
thing.
Light bulb, elbow. light bulb, elbow, light bulb.
I didn't even get to use the gavel much today. That show sucked.
We're still on. Don't tell them it's sucked while we're still on the air.
What's the gavel for?
Oh my